Hello everyone, welcome back to learnWebCoding. My name is Durgesh Sahani, and in this fifth episode of our Solid Principles in PHP series, we are going to learn the Interface Segregation Principle in PHP. In the previous video, we learned the Liskov substitution principle. In this video, we will understand why clients should not be forced to depend on methods they do not use. Before jumping into the code, let me quickly show you what we are going to cover in this video. What interface segregation principle means in PHP, why large interfaces create unnecessary dependencies, how to split printing and scanning into small focused contracts, how a simple printer can implement only the behavior it really needs, how services stay cleaner when they depend on small interfaces, and finally how to run and verify the output from the terminal. So let us start with a practical example. Suppose we are building an office device system where some devices only print, while other devices can both print and scan. If we force every device to implement one large interface with methods it does not need, then we create unnecessary dependency and messy code. The interface segregation principle tells us to create small focused interfaces instead of one fat contract. The first step is to define the printer interface. This interface will keep only the printing behavior. Inside this interface, I am declaring the print method. Any printing device can now depend only on this small contract. Now I am creating the scanner interface. This interface contains only scanning behavior. Inside this interface, I am declaring the scan method. So scanning devices can depend on a separate focused contract. Now I am creating the simple printer class. This represents a device that only knows how to print. Inside the print method, I am returning the print response. This class is clean because it is not forced to implement scanning. Now I am creating the multifunction printer class. This device supports both printing and scanning, so it can implement both small interfaces safely. Inside this class, I'm adding both the print and scan methods. This is a good example of a class that can combine multiple focused interfaces naturally. Now I'm creating the document print service class. This service should only depend on printing behavior. Inside the constructor, I am injecting the printer abstraction. The service does not need anything about scanning here. And here inside the print document method, the service simply delegates the work to the injected printer implementation. Finally, inside the index file, I am including all the required classes, so we can test the complete ISP example from the terminal. Now I am creating the print service with simple printer and printing a document. This shows that the service depends only on the behavior it really needs. Now let me add a short comment guide so we can connect the code structure with the interface segregation principle. Here the printer interface contains only printing behavior. The scanner interface contains only scanning behavior. Simple printer implements only printer, so it is not forced to handle scan logic. Multifunction printer can implement both small interfaces because it genuinely supports both actions. And document print service depends only on printer, which keeps the client focused and clean. Now I am printing the result from the service so we can verify the flow from the terminal. Let us run the code from the terminal and check the output. You can see that the output stays simple and clear, and the service depends only on the small interface it really needs. That is exactly the goal of the interface segregation principle. So to summarize this video, we split one large responsibility into focused interfaces, let each class implement only what it actually needs, and kept the service clean by depending on a small contract. This principle is very useful in real projects because it reduces coupling, avoids unnecessary methods, and makes classes easier to understand and maintain. That is all for this video. In the next session, we will continue with another important solid principle and learn the dependency inversion principle in PHP. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Share this video with other PHP developers and do not forget to subscribe to Learn Web Coding for future updates.